is war, and it's on tonight, so get up and fight, get up and fight. You've had all your life to run and hide. Step up, now step up, let's do this. Fight, 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 fight.
Welcome to War Wrestling here in the month of February. Kicking it off with that whistle. Someone still hasn't taken it away from that guy, Michael McCormick and Coach Steve. And hey, Steve, it's good that they let you have your car back after they tried to tow it.
Well, my freaking assistant here decided to go into a left turn into a wall on the way up here. Smokey jumped in her lap. It was a whole nightmare. But I made it. We're here. And we have to deal with this whistle. I wish we would have made a really hard left turn into a wall.
Well, they say love hurts, but apparently traveling hurts.
That whistle hurts.
This is not going to be the way that we would like for this show to kick off. But nonetheless, here we are.
At this time, I need all of you slack-jawed yokels to shut your mouths and appreciate the greatness that is standing before you. I need all you Lima losers to understand the announcement that's about to come out of my mouth.
I don't think anybody's understanding the words coming out of his
For
mouth.
behold, Coach Cat's latest draft picks. Weighing in at a total combined rate of 500 stacked, jacked, ripped, and sexy pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Connor Knox. This is Maverick. These are my first stringers.
So Coach now adding the first stringers to the list.
What kind of draft is this? How many picks does he get? Who else is involved in this draft?
No one's drafting here. I think it's all a made-up imaginary draft.
Is he angry because he's wearing shorts in the wintertime?
Hey. Uh-oh.
Tell you what, though, this is a heck of a coup on his part, though, to get his guys, the first stringers as he refers to them, a War Wrestling Tag Team title match to open this show and to open their tenure here.
John Paul, the Marissa World God. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still tongue-tied. Bringing in a various amount of different partners for Gimmick Inc.
It just makes you wonder, are there more draft picks or are there more members of Gimmicks Inc.?
From the looks of it, I think Gimmick Inc. is a little bit of a, and I think John Paul is got a few more draft picks than Coach does.
This is, again, I want to say unorthodox would be the way to go, but if I said unorthodox, it really wouldn't, I guess, do enough to tell you about Gimmicks Inc.
Yeah, we can't keep up. You can't give a history of Gimmicks Inc. You got John Paul, and I mean, every week, every month, it seems.
Gilmore.
Yeah, it seems like every month
Also
we
Party
have.
Mike.
Hey, we've had Party Mike, Cowpoke Troy.
Which I didn't realize till later was the Pauls. Sean Paul and Cowboy Paul.
Oh yeah.
That's a way to go about it. Now you get Leon. Savio? Sorry. I can't read my own handwriting. That's, do I look like a cat to you, boy? Jumping around all nimbly-bimbly. This is a little bit different of a show than we had originally planned because of the weather. Yes. Some things that we thought were going to happen, maybe aren't going to happen, but you look at, again, the word I would use is unorthodox to talk about Gimmicks Inc. And, Jexy Black talked about how the Freebird rule is a lot of words I can't use. She used a very laden with expletive sentence. But kind of the Wikked at one point, sort of that way too. But John Paul now, he may be as much into this match as his partner is.
Most people aren't, they're not, they don't know what the Freebird rule is. That means that as long as they're in a stable, one of the two of any member of the faction can help defend the titles.
Which at times has been great for some teams. John Paul, I think, tried to tag himself in. This impressive young man with a amateur background in Connor Knox. You traded Skull and Bones, you've got to be pretty good to begin with, but just 21 years old, and I got a feeling, you talk about first stringers, draft picks, coach, all you want. This is a kid that's going to make a mark.
Yeah, I mean, his tag team partner, not far off, coming out of Hawks Pro Academy.
Yeah, River Maverick, and we saw him too, because the last time he was here, we talk about pre-show matches all the time. We had a great one today with Gaston Leroux and Kalam, but this young man, last time I saw him, he kind of had a better disposition. I don't know if that's from hanging out with Coach or just maybe the weather.
Maybe the weather.
Trying to see what he's made of now, River.
Oh, big atomic drop.
That's not what you want for an indoctrination into this match.
Oh,
wait! He's gnawing on him.
This cat, this is a situation here.
This is a feline catastrophe. This River, just a step slow and
for that big Inseguri. Oh!
It's not often you get a ripcord Inseguri, though.
No, you don't.
I love the paws, too.
The toe beans. The toe beans here. Was he trying to tag himself? He did. Mizarone got a tag in there.
What?
Oh!
Jump Paul to the middle rope, and he's winding up.
Oh!
Massive elbow drop. Going for the pin, just sort of pretzeled him. Only came up with a 2 count.
John Paul.
This is a... Whoa! I thought it was going to be a tag, to be honest with you. He's now
getting his partner out of there.
Connor said, River, this way.
The first stringer's getting a game plan together.
He threw him right back. Oh, wait, don't hit him. What is he? Sean Paul.
Is this the cling and jerk?
Oh, no.
Oh.
That is impressive. That's a lot of weight.
Whoa, look at the impressive amount of weight John Paul. Telling him, your turn, let's go.
Let's see what you've got, River Maverick.
He's buying it.
That was a lot of weight, though. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. No,
he's getting it. Oh, whoa.
He's going to try again.
Lower back issues here.
One more time. We'll give it a go.
Should have sunk his hips a little more.
I mean, John Paul is a noted power lifter. You're not going to be able to.
He put a plug in the whistle.
John Paul is resourceful. He's got a.
He put gum inside of his whistle.
You probably should have tried that earlier.
Big suplex there.
Now all of a sudden, the first stringer's saying, yeah, your fun's over.
Oh!
What the height?
Did you see the height on that splash?
Coach still can't figure his whistle out.
Coach doesn't even know where he's at.
Look at him. I think he got it. He might have fixed it. I don't know. Somebody's going to take it away from him.
Drove it right into the buckle.
But again, the mastermind, once upon a time, he's had, 3 or 4 different partners now that he's defended these belts, being choked out in the corner.
Yep.
Won it in December in that 4-way. That the big thing was the Wikked felt like they kind of got shafted on that, but now, indirectly, John Paul's partner is the one shafting him.
Yeah, the first stringer's working really well as a tag team there. Rivers keeping an eye on the ref while they both sat there choked and stomped the mud hole right into him there in the corner.
Coach Cat still.
We sit up here and we make fun of Coach Cat or we say whatever, but I mean, his track record here of late is not that bad. Brandon Fields, the #1 draft pick, your new War Wrestling Respect champion.
And that will be on the line tonight. Just again, use the referee's back turn. It's a smart technique. Questionable ethically, but it's a super smart tag team wrestling technique. Now trying to get behind John Paul. And
Ooh.
that might be all for John Paul. Looking at the lights.
Could you imagine the coach bringing in the first stringer and then winning the War Tag Team Champions titles? This man would have like 75% control of all the belts.
You might change his name to Coach Champ after that, or he might. John Paul, though, is in a world of a hurt.
And he's got to make a tag to the cat.
Coach just was told he's number one. It's a interesting start again, and a lot of things that's happened, a lot of tag team wrestling that has really taken place and put this brand and those titles on the map over the years. But John Paul has done a terrific job considering. Straight right hand to the back of the head.
I don't know if you saw that. Jean Paul just used his wrist tape to gouge at the eye.
The problem is he got pulled back by suspenders and just punched in the back of the head. And there's one from him.
Oh, no.
Down goes River into the guardrail.
No.
Finally able to make that tag and counter Knox.
Oh.
I mean, he's not going to hit him with his tail.
Oh, yeah.
That's...
And you can't, it's attached to him.
It's a part of him.
It's a part of him, yeah, it's attached to him.
The running knees to the face and the feet. Quick like a cat.
Let me get this guy.
Where River's going, but bad landing as he is spin and double
Oh,
clothesline.
big double clothesline.
Lariato times
1, 2, 3.
There's only one legal man, but they both lose. And the coach lost his whistle and this match.
I think the coach might have to demote these guys down to the second or third string, maybe.
That is that's a heck of a way to kick off this show.
But they did look very impressive, like as a tag team. Let me tell you, they quick tags in and out. The coach just needs to get a little better game plan together, I feel.
Well, pet the kitty and cash the checks. The Gimmicks stable still the World Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
I wonder if you could distract them with like balls of yarn and like a laser.
What if you just put a tree in the ring and he just hung out
like
there?
a scratching post, like these are things that I mean, you can't prepare for because Jean Paul brings somebody new to the table every month to help him defend these things.
And he keeps on winning.
Yeah, sir. Somehow he figures out a way and finds a way.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with River and Connor. Boys, you just made your war debut. It's a loss, but how you guys feeling?
I'm personally feeling great. We did suffer the loss, but still, we got a title shot, and I think we tried our best out there.
That is the fact that we got cheated by those tag team champions. You're going to tell me that you have champions who are going to cheat to win? Are you kidding me? This ain't right.
What are you doing? Get out of here. What are you doing? Nobody talks to my guys without me. Listen up, war people. The bottom line is this. Knox and Maverick, they're the future of the tag team division. They're the next draft picks for a reason, because they're going to be going out on top. All you jabronis out there, you think you can get up on them? You can't. This is the youngest, hottest tag team this side of the Mississippi, and before you know it, they're going to be tag team champions. Gentlemen, let's go.
Very happy young man in the back. I think his football team won a big game recently. But what a thrill, a two-time World Wrestling Tag Team Champion. He's having an interesting go of it the last 6 months, Steve.
Yeah, he went from, tag team champion to not tag team champion to back to tag team champion, not tag team champion, and then fighting who he thought was his best friend. And now he's teamed up with who I like to call the human highlight reel, Starr.
They have more nicknames than we have time on this show.
The pride of life.
He's a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm not I'm not really down with the shirt that he's repping, but, you know, Lima seems to be.
Well, it might be plenty cold outside, but I've noticed the tag team division here and War Wrestling's really heating up. You're kind of a tag team expert. I just wanted to get your opinion on the tag team situation.
If you don't mind. First and foremost, Lima, Ohio, how's it going tonight? Welcome to Love Hurts. And like Slick Rick said, tag team division's on fire. But you see, I'm standing here by myself tonight. Unfortunately, my partner, Starr, can't make it. It's all right. I just want to let every single person in here know that the Soul Thrillers are standing at the front of the line for the Tag Team Championship. That's right. So with that being
That
said,
guy liked him.
Gimmicks Inc., John Paul, you're on notice. Starr and Will the Thrill won't stop until the journey is finished and we become the War Tag Team Champions. It's that simple.
It's a bold proclamation. And I gotta believe this chick's got something to say about it. Sorry, I mean, this nice, young, upstanding lady. That's what I was told to say contractually.
Every time she comes out here, I swear she threatens my life.
Little William?
If not, she's about to threaten Wills.
Did you just call yourself a tag team expert? I don't know.
You know it's a bad start. Cronus is already out here without the hood on.
In the Wikked, but we were literally just the tag team champions, and I'm still the War Heavyweight champion.
This is not going to end well for Will. But with Amos not here, someone can't control that guy.
The only thing that you're going to be a champion of is carrying my bags and cleaning my boots. Because right now, it looks to me like the other half of your team is missing and you're a one-man band.
That was a different guy.
Good luck.
However, it's really like taking on 4 between Alex Lynch and the monster. And a little bit of help. Cassius isn't here, but his daddy is. Appollo jumping into the fray. Oh no.
Oh no.
And the Beast Man has arrived.
I don't think
World
Apollo.
Wrestling Champion.
Oh!
I don't think there's any way that Apollo knew, but a whole lot of dude.
Which we just seen him a couple months ago. Oh!
Oh, and it did not phase Beastman.
No!
That one did.
That one did, right to the midsection.
Crash. Trying to create a 3-on-2. Oh, he had to run right past Apollo. This is a fascinating development. So Will the Thrill, Apollo, Starr, and Crash Jaxon holding it down.
I mean, you can see Crash Jaxon has some pretty unfinished business with Beastman. Apollo obviously coming out to save Will because that is his son's tag
Oh,
team
and
partner.
Will to the
Oh
top!
my God! And Beastman just walks away.
Beastman, like his name is Joe, just kind of said forget about it. But Will in the wrong neighborhood now, and Beastman tried to sneak up. He's just having the tar beaten out of him by a couple of contenders, and
here comes War Security.
I think before long we might have some law and order.
And now Ripper Blackheart making his way to the ring.
Jexy's the one ringing the bell. What is happening?
All hell is breaking loose.
Somehow Beastman procured a chair.
Surprised they didn't have a small kid attached to it.
Break it up! Well, guess what? As you guys know, back him up! Back him up!
Ripper screaming at security to back him up. Easier said than done.
I just watched Beastman take like 5 giant swings at that guy.
Was going to be tonight with the weather and the card subject to changing up. But now I do. Beastman, Alex Lynch, Cronus versus Apollo Starr, Will the Thrill, and Chris Jaxon in a 6-man tag.
Oh, that is a huge 3-way announced.
I didn't do it. You better go get ready.
A 6-man tag, sorry.
I hate you too.
Wow. What a development.
Will the Thrill came out here for a simple, hey, how you doing? And turned into a giant 6-man tag.
Massive would be an understatement. Just because of one of the teams. Two of the biggest guys in War Wrestling on one side of the ring, and maybe some shucking and jiving and some dancing, some crashing and some thrilling going on in the main event later on.
Here we are, Lima, Ohio. You have the life of the party, Jean Paul, and let me just give him a pet here. Oh, look at him, he's such a good boy. Savio Leon, Gimmicks Incorporated, the War Tag Team Champions. And boys, guys, we talked, and I know Jean Paul's got a lot he's going to say, so go ahead and take the mic. Whoa, you can't say that, big dog. Oh.
Let him speak. I want to
He's spin.
He's killing it.
Oh! His mother? All right, okay. He's undoing it. He's hot.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's going.
Oh, he's on fire, baby.
Oh, man.
My God.
I can't.
Waffle House?
Waffle House. All-Star Special. It's on me, boys. It's on me. Let's go. Yeah! Gimmicks Incorporated. I'll see you, boys.
For years and for many shows, we have talked about and applauded the women's division here in War Wrestling. And this young lady is not very happy as she comes out here. She nearly lost her mind last month after she lost to Below the Star, talking about the divine drama in Leela Feist. And she's, I don't know that she's balanced correctly, but she's dangerous.
Those are the ones you got to worry about, because you can be all smiles 1 minute and absolutely go off the hinges the next.
You didn't see the promo leading up to this that she cut about. She said she's always tired of being the bigger person. Ended up losing that match last month. Carter Kauffman, a newcomer here to War Wrestling. They had a small rivalry. These two did back last year in OVW down in Kentucky. There was a submission match. They've had meetings in Battle Royals. And just about 3 months ago, they had a match that was so contentious between the two. They ended up fighting outside, and they both got counted out.
So they know each other pretty well, like the back of their hand. So this should be pretty interesting to kind of see who's going to get on top first.
But also kind of is fascinating to me, being that, that's a great move. You know, I once heard Nate Matson talk about that when he goes and it dives at somebody, he makes sure to take them out. Apparently she's been reading the Hall of Famers playbook. But these two obviously sharing their training with Jake Oman. He's going to teach you a lot, but they've picked up some things, and that's the two people read the same book, what they pick up, and you'll find out here as Leela just violently throwing Carter across the ring.
And Leela using the hair. There's that split that we see her get into the ring with.
That's a You used to do that back in the day, right?
Oh, buddy, I can't do that now. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess when he fell in the parking lot, it's about what it looked like.
So I looked like in the back seat when my assistant hit that wall earlier.
Leela's got to feel like she tossed a wall at Carter Kauffman. Carter, though.
Carter with a big jawbreaker. Got her right back into the corner.
And again, these are always, to me, the most fascinating matches is Carter with the up and under. About how exactly you come back with something. That'll do it. Beautiful version of an arm drag that the other person doesn't know is coming.
Yeah, you got to keep them on their toes, especially when you know each other really well. You know, you go from one place to another and the person follows you. I mean, you start to know each other. You got to come up with new moves. You got to come up with a new way to surprise them.
I think Leela's looking for a timeout.
Take a little break there for just a hot second.
It's somebody with the momentum coming off the ropes, and they just flat soul face you. That does not help.
Leela there's that split again, a little neck breaker on the top rope.
Every time you think that Carter Kauffman has got this match under control, Leela finds, I'm not going to say a shortcut, but something like that to jump back into the driver's seat.
I mean, that means she's thinking, even though she's under pressure. You know, she knows she's on. You know, she's getting it taken to her, but she's always thinking, "How can I get out of here? How can I get back on top?" And right now, she's very impressive. That was a nice little neck breaker on the top rope. Now, a little Polish hammer action.
It's also the first time that she's really been able to follow up and kind of keep going, not get frustrated. She said, "George, I don't believe that wasn't a 3 count." George said it was barely 2. You got to do a lot more to keep down a young lady like Carter Kauffman.
Oh, big clubbing blow right to the lower back. Oh, a little handstand splash.
And again, simple moves, but a different way to get there. And that, if you're used to seeing it maybe come from a certain way, it comes a different way, it throws you off, and Kauffman is in a world of trouble right now. You go back and you think about the debut that Paris had here, or that Leela rather had here. She beat Paris. In her war debut, actually ended up losing that match, had her beat for a good portion of it, but that was another one. That was a fight between 2 young ladies trying to make their mark here, and now it's just, I'm done with you can go to sleep.
Wrenching that that sleeper in right there, just had it so tight around the neck.
It's like, oh, wow.
You talk about shooting in and taking someone out. That was a really unique way to doing it. It was like a front roll into the splits.
You know, I appreciated it, but I don't think anybody appreciated it as much as Leela did. I think that will be one thing that will be proven. Anything that she comes up with will be appreciated by her more than anybody else. Now with some kind of idea in the corner, I thought maybe we're going to find a superplex with the crossbody, and she caught her.
Into a bear hug. Oh, ramming her right into that top turnbuckle, lower back. Front headlock takeover. Oh, drops that elbow. The snapmare delivering a big elbow.
That's the follow-up of that offense of one doesn't even get really a chance to sink into your body when the other comes back down, the point of that elbow right across the chest.
You can tell she's smart. She's not dropping it anywhere other. Right there on that sternum, knocking the wind, just taking that. I mean, if you ever had a sternum rub, you know those things are painful. Oh!
Or just snap suplex.
We had to snap suplex you. You work on the front, and then right when you gain your breath.
Somewhere, Mr. International Jake Oman is applauding that. Just that little bit of violence. And, you know, that's what I've always loved about, you can tell folks who trained at the White River Wrestling Academy, because they have that little bit of, you can take what a normal move is and just add that little bit of nastiness to it, that it makes it that much more effective. And clearly these two have picked that up.
Yeah, a little extra snap, a little bit of extra, mustard on a punch, everything.
Made a mistake.
2. Oh.
See, now Leela having to fight back from a defensive position with that elbow. Her elbow's going to be tired. She's hit that about a handful of times in different ways. Or eventually, it feels like you do one of those things enough, somebody just punches you in the face. So Carter Kauffman getting a chance to get herself back into this.
And Leah's arguing with the ref there, which, you know. Oh!
Stomped on her toes?
Did she pump fake her and then just slapped her in the face?
Sometimes you just need to slap someone in the face.
Hey, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm pretty sure she's not all about respect here at this point.
I think anyone who's watched this match has figured that one out. Just standing in the center of the ring and...
Oh, big splash.
Not quite the sticker splash, but effective nonetheless.
Oh, there's the backbreaker. Turning her around.
Scoop and does...
Oh, big sit-down slam.
That's got to be a 1 and 2.
She didn't really put a lot into that pin. She kind of hovered over top, just pulled the legs back. I mean, she kicked out. Now you're throwing a tantrum.
She's now very, very less than happy. All right. See how she follows it up now. Now, you know, that's one of those things. You give your opponent and Kauffman a chance to get back to her feet. What's she going to do with it? Massive chops.
Forearms right to the chest.
The quick 1-2.
Oh, big
Thought she
jump
was going
in line.
cross body, but that is hard to do, though. Across the body from the right side. And a straight elbow to the mush. 1's good, 2's good.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh! She wound that up like a fastball.
Well, she is nicknamed Grand Slam after all. Kind of went the other way with it.
She wound that up like a fast-pitch softball and delivered that gut punch. And then went right into the fastball right hand.
But again, that's the hard thing on those combos. Of it's not very many times that I would think that you expect someone to punch you in the gut, then hit you in the face. Leela.
Nope.
She was going to try to end, but you can just see the top part up around the neck. Oh, this is.
Oh,
It's
rolled
be the
up.
end, but a roll through 1 and
Kick out at 1. Duck under. Oh, almost took out referee George.
George was almost in the wrong place.
Oh.
Leela looking for that double underhook again.
Oh.
She went back to it twice and tried it. Did not work, but maybe this time is enough. Hands clasped and oh, good night.
Oh, there it is.
Dropped her right on the back of her head. 1, 2, 3. I think that's probably not going to be the last time that we see a big time win from Leela.
Well, Leah looking really impressive here tonight. Oh.
It's kind of the question, though. Where does that exactly put her at in the women's division? I think right now, maybe anywhere she wants to go.
Anywhere she wants to go. That's a big win here in the women's division. We might put her one step closer to maybe getting that rematch with Paloma.
Or potentially the World Wrestling Women's Champion Shauna Reed down the line.
I mean, we're sure that's the end goal. But, you know, you're not just, obviously Shauna's not just going to let you walk in and get you a shot, you know?
She's already got her hands full tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Carter Kauffman. Carter, you just had your first match here. Not the way you wanted it to end, but still, how are we feeling?
You know, it definitely is a tough pill to swallow, losing my first match here. But that is not going to stop me. That is not going to stop me from making a name for myself. War will remember the name Carter Kauffman. I will be here every single event. I will wrestle my butt off every single time for this company.
The crew are in the house.
It's scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the crew, and accompanied by no shame, Gimmicks. He's from Akron, Ohio.
So the Thunderbird in the house and 2 on the Triple Crown champions in Ohio Championship Wrestling in the building. And, Jimmy Shane said, I can do whatever the hell I want because I have no shame. I've always been this way. He's that guy. These two have been kind of on both sides of being friends, being enemies at times, now together, and the havoc that the crew has raised here in World Wrestling.
Yeah, the crew is at the top of their game, being led by Jimmy Shane.
From Lima, Ohio, Austin Elm.
Austin Elm beat Zeke Mercer in a dart match here in January. Trained not that far from here by the former longtime heavyweight champion in Brandon Day at the Unchained Wrestling Academy. Coming home, said it is a thrill for him to be able to get to work down the street from where he's from here in Lima. And he's got to take on, well, right now, I would say one of Lima's least most wanted in Jake Ely. Jake Ely's not, I'm not quite sure, Steve. I don't feel like Jake Ely is completely focused on this match right now.
I mean, Jake Ely right now is probably looking at, hey, you're a newcomer. You don't level up to my status. Plus, he's got Jimmy Shane on the outside. So, I mean, the numbers game is there.
Ely said, I beat you once already. I'll do it again. There was a lot of preening before this one gets started. So the fans, no doubt, are going to be behind Austin Elm in this matchup. Look at Jake Ely. Remember, it wasn't that long ago. He was feeling himself. He challenged Apollo Starr, who was then the Respect champion. Didn't exactly come up on the right end of it, but for a guy who's not very big, you'd think he's about 6'5", 260 the way he acts.
Hey, the way that he carries himself and the energy that he brings, it doesn't matter who steps in front of him, he's still going to think he's the biggest man in the ring.
Doesn't always have to be the big dog, so to speak. But Austin Elm just kind of towers over. It's a pretty big thing. Elm being up from Lima. We talked about Will the Thrill, who's now in the main event of tonight's show, and tonight's event is already pretty stacked, but Jake Ely, this young man who he was trained by some heavy hitters, and he'll get a chance to show that, and he knows a couple of shortcuts. The crew have no problems taking shortcuts. Right now, he's taking a shortcut to outside.
Yeah, a little break. Got to get a new game plan with Jimmy Shane. I mean, I don't think that's exactly how it was expected to go there.
Joe Copa is asking Austin Elm, did you pull his tights? And I've always wondered, though, as a referee, if he says yes, what are you going to say to him?
Yeah, I know.
Please don't do that anymore?
Like, yeah, I pulled his tights. Well, hold on, guy.
Excuse me, you can't do that. Gaston LaRue talked about being a man and Mr. By the Book earlier. He kind of took some, but I've always wanted to see a guy just straight up admit it to a referee. Yeah. And?
Did you pull his hair? Yeah,
yes, I did.
Yes, I did. What are you going to do about it?
Please don't do that again, sir. Thank you. Joe Copa is trying to say, Jake Ely, could you please get back in here? He was real nice about it.
Jake Ely stalling just a little bit.
The bigger thing is I can't tell if he was trying to annoy Austin Elm or he was trying to annoy the official. We're going for a test of strength. How strong is a Thunderbird is the question. Oh, wow. I'm not quite sure that Jake Ely's all there.
He might not be, but you got to respect the man. I mean, this guy has no fear. He will not back down from anybody.
He's going to try to win a test of strength. Oh, and it's not going well.
You can tell right there.
Austin Elm was impressive.
Austin, oh! Yay!
Ely, though, again, it's kind of always the thing I've been told by guys who were smaller. You have to be able to outsmart guys if you're not going to be able to straight up overpower them. And instead, he powerfully gets kicked into the corner. Elm in control.
Austin looking very nimble on his feet at the moment.
Leela just a wild swing, and I think he's somewhere in Northeast Ohio right now. He has no idea.
Desperation. Oh, big one-legged drop kick.
Still only able to get two, but you always question at what point, if you're out here, this time it's a one-on-one match, sometimes it's a tag team match or a six-man match, whatever it is, that the crew is roaming in any form. Oh! How do you deal with the fact that you know that eventually that's going to come into play? And almost right on cue.
You know, that's the one thing you hear with the factions here in War. They don't have a lot of miscues. Oh! Referee Joe Lopez did not see Jake Ely just thunder punt the middle rope right into Austin's.
I think there's a guy named Pat in Indianapolis that would be proud of that kick.
That was one.
Ely.
Oh!
Man!
Did you see the...
He was halfway across the ring. That's got to be a 1-2.
The connection on that uppercut.
Did not hook the leg, but got the impact anyways. Now it is Austin Elm who has no idea. He might think he's on Elm Street. A couple of blocks from here.
The kick right into the groin area with the middle rope.
And that's always been the thing. We've always said Jake Ely is extremely talented. It's just kind of been a thing that he's got that little chip on his shoulder of, maybe enough people don't respect me.
Yeah, I mean,
that might just be the crew as a whole.
You know, I mean, you can tell, like I said, these guys, the crew. Oh!
It's like tripping your brother in the driveway. Just ran right over him.
Oh, putting him out now.
Jimmy.
Oh!
No shame from this guy.
No, none at all.
Austin Elm's face. He's got to be missing a teeth or a couple of teeth. Because that is hard, and of course, the hardest part of the apron.
Jimmy delivering a huge, big forearm. Now Ely. This is where he starts getting a little cocky.
Ely is. Oh. He just drove his feet through Austin Elm's chest.
Austin Elm showing he's got heart.
Pretty sure if Austin Elm goes to the hospital here in Lima, they're going to ask why there are 2 boot prints on his chest. I don't know how you fight back from that because that looked like it drove all of the air out of Austin Elm's lungs.
It popped him right back up and right down. Oh, big jawbreaker.
Trying to make him eat his food through a straw.
Austin Elm showing that heart that he's got a little bit of a fight in him. He ain't just going to give up.
The do-si-do and
oh! You can't even get mad at him. He did it to himself.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I thought Christmas was over.
That's 2 shots.
That is painful. But again, Ely not following up. Spend more
Jimmy
time
Shane obviously looking very cocky over there in the corner. Oh!
Look at the look on Austin Elm's face.
Oh!
Down, that's how he won the last time. Good, that's it. 1, 2, and come on. Jimmy Shane at 2 3/4, helping out his mate.
I don't even think Jimmy Shane really needed to do that. I mean, referee Joe Kopech should have checking the location of where Jake Ely's arm was.
Jake Ely's thinking about going to the top rope, but I'm not real sure.
I don't think he was going to the top. Well, I mean, he's climbing now, but I think he just didn't know where he was at, to be honest with you.
He sort of found himself in a horrible spot. He might be out on his feet because he got dropped face first on the apron.
Well, now he's about to get dropped Back first from the top rope.
Trying to fight his way back.
Oh.
You know what? That'll do it. Now he really has no idea where he's at. But he's thinking about flying.
Jimmy Shane, he's cocky enough to think, but he's up there doing this.
Jimmy believes this is it.
Jimmy believes it in his mind right now.
Looking to fly.
Looking
you
to
wanted
go
to make
up.
sure we knew about it.
He's been up there.
Up he goes.
Oh!
No water in the pool as it goes.
And Jimmy Shane doesn't know.
Jimmy hasn't figured it out.
Oh, big kick.
Jimmy just turned around and figured it out.
Oh, big suplex.
The look on Jimmy's face. What happened?
Now Austin's going up top. Austin Elm about to fly.
And the big elbow drops straight to where his heart would be. 1, 2, 3, forget about it.
Oh, and Jimmy Shane's seen and had enough.
Too late, Jimmy. Joe might as well head for the hills. There's nothing he's going to be able to do to stop the crew.
No, he is not. He is not going to be.
Jimmy Shane, though, I don't know that he cares about the result of that match. It's about how he feels disrespected. Jake Ely likely lining up something nasty here.
We know what's coming.
Shane on the run and speared in half.
Spear ripped him right in half.
Watch out. There goes part of Austin Elman.
Oh!
It's time for a party.
Here comes Party Mike.
Well, he is scheduled to take on Jimmy Shane tonight. Maybe we just do it now. Believe it or not, that huddled mass being carried to the back in Austin Elm, he was the winner.
From the looks of it, you couldn't tell, though.
So Jimmy Shane, who leading up to this show, responded to Party Mike when Mike said, you know, you're no longer the guy that's fun to hang out with. You're not the party. That's me now. Jimmy said, I'm the same scumbag I've always been. It just took you idiots too long to realize it. Strong words from the leader of the crew. So Party Mike, once upon a time, by the way,
Oh,
part of the, I guess the Freebird Gimmicks Inc. Tag Champ defense.
Yeah, that's how he kind of landed here at War. He was one of the Gimmick Inc.
Do you know what time it is?
It's party time, apparently.
It's a Sunday party here in Lima. Uh-oh. Good night, Jimmy. Give one to Jake, too.
No!
Good night, Jake. Jimmy, though, trying to use that distraction. These guys have faced off a handful of times. Party Mike's got 2 wins over Jimmy Shane. Jimmy does not have one over Party Mike.
Uh-oh. Oh, right into that middle buckle.
Let me introduce you to the corner.
They're just using it to put all the pressure on the back of Party Mike's head.
There's not really a lot that you can do there.
Oh!
Jimmy Shane, again, you know, once upon a time was a guy that a lot of people looked up to. A lot of people wanted to hang out with.
Like I said, him and Will the Thrill. They used to get this crowd rocking and rolling.
Said he was Will's mom's favorite wrestler. I feel like that's probably not true anymore.
Probably not. Not after that Lima street fight.
Or after what Jimmy did to screw Matt Taylor out of the title last month. It's a running knee right to the temple. No more parties from Jimmy. But you go back to that, you think about it. He said, you know, Matt Taylor as the Dark Star died 6 years ago when he turned his back on me. He didn't deserve to be World Wrestling Champ. I deserve it. Beastman deserves it. Guys like us. He said, they not like us. When talking about Matt Taylor, and I don't think that's going to be the end of that.
Oh no, Matt Taylor is definitely not finished with Jimmy Shane. And if Jimmy's not careful, you remember Matt Taylor told Jexy Black that he would make her life a living hell and everything that she stands for. Matt Taylor will come after every single member of the crew.
I would be willing to bet one by one. And a lot of things as we are getting on that road to the anniversary show next year. And just Jimmy Shane, just brutalization. This is another guy. Talk about his lineage and about OCW's won every title they have, and he's been a guy who, Sherman Tank taught him a lot of things, brought him under his wing here in war. He's gotten that nasty side, but he's figured out how to harness that into being effective and being an effective leader, so to speak. Party Mike just trying to find his way back into smash. Jimmy! Down goes Mike on the back of his head with a side effect. And that's pretty much it. One, no. Bree said that was a 2 count. Fansgiving going back, talking about 6-man tag matches. Party Mike tagged with Cassius Starr and Will the Throwback at Fansgiving, beat Jimmy and the Wise Guys. And, Jimmy said that sat with him for a long time. He said, I have to take this guy down. I have to do it for the crew, if nothing else.
Right out of there.
Jimmy, that guy punching you in the heart is probably not good for you.
Couple trifecta Polish hammers there, right into that chest region. Oh!
I would almost say a little Jimmy Shane-esque.
Yeah, he rolls it up. Oh!
Took too much time. Party's over, pal. It's a question of for which guy. Mike. A massive clothesline.
Huge running lariat from Party Mike.
1, 2, and that's the thing that maybe doesn't get talked about. Party Mike enough. He just had an 8-man tag that, he had Hook. The Heavy Metal Viking is one of his partners and won a hardcore elimination match. This is a guy that can flat out get nasty when he needs to.
Yeah, he's you pay attention. Oh, there's a skull-crushing finale for you.
That might be the finale for Party Mike, and the lights beginning to dim. Jimmy's already hit one spear. He's looking for another, and nobody seems to be behind him.
No, I don't think. I think that boat has sailed for Jimmy. Party Mike getting right out of the way.
Wait a second. What's Party Mike? Party Mike thinking about booking a flight? Just making sure that the fans know how he feels about Jimmy. So remember, Jake Ely's out here because Jake Ely just lost to Austin Elm with Jimmy outside with him, and then this just kind of transpired when Party Mike came out, despite it being scheduled for later on, to hey, let's just go now.
Hey, might as well. We're already out here. The ref's out here. Let's do this thing.
Jimmy was up to 8. He is not a happy camper right now.
No, he's not.
They were almost touching tips of their fingers there.
Hey,
So wait a second.
used to know a group that was that did that.
Oh no, let's see the ref do it? Uh-oh. If they're, I'm gonna be honest with you though, if they're both just trying to piss Jimmy off, they're probably doing a good job.
I think a couple months ago, if you would have had Jimmy in there, Jimmy'd be in there breaking one down. But this isn't about Jimmy. This is a whole different level of Jimmy Shane here.
You want me to dance like I used to? Nobody dances in more wrestling as good as Jimmy Shane. You want me to dance, Mike? You done messed around and brought back the old me, Mike.
Jimmy's pretty much said bye-bye-bye to his dancing days.
Yeah, Jimmy Shane is He's more on the business side of the of wrestling than just having a good time.
Well, maybe not. Maybe on a Sunday afternoon he can have a good time. This is going to be...
He's trying.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Party Mike thinks
Jimmy. Mike, don't turn around.
Don't turn around. Oh!
Hit him with a spear. One, two, forget about it. I'll tell you what, though, that's the vindictiveness of Jimmy Shane right there, because, like you said, he would have danced at one point, but this time used any opportunity he could get to win the match.
And you can tell right now, even just the look on Jimmy Shane's face, he's not out here to party. He's not out here to play games. This is pure business for Jimmy Shane.
Wait a second. That music can only mean one thing. Oh, Jimmy's demeanor just changed because the Dark Star is in Lima, Ohio.
We just talked about this.
There is one angry young man named Matthew Taylor. Good night!
Good night, Jake
You ever
Ely.
seen a Thunderbird fly?
I think I just caught his bottom jaw up.
He hit me with a tooth.
Jimmy Shane absolutely exiting the building.
He left like they were towing his car. Send him out of there. You know, for a guy who talked as much mess and what he did to Matt Taylor, he didn't want anything to do with him.
Jimmy Shane's smarter than that. He just got done wrestling Party Mike. He knew better. He knew better than to go up against the Dark Star. Unfortunately, one person didn't get that memo, and he got left laying over here in the corner. Is Jake Ely, who is probably looking for 2 or 3 teeth and a bottom jaw at the moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jake Ely.
What a night for Jake Ely, huh? What a night for me, huh? I go on with Lima Zone, and I get the worst referee in the game, huh? I obviously kicked out of that elbow drop, and then afterwards, Matt Taylor shows up out of nowhere and super kicks me. Who does anybody think?
Hey, Tyler, when he wakes up, tell him he has Matt next month.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is
So
scheduled
Jacob Rose
for
on his
one
way
fall.
out now, a young man who,
Cleveland, Ohio.
well, Stevie's had an interesting last year here in War Wrestling.
Every time that this man steps into the ring, I will say he gets more and more impressive every single month we see this man.
Well, he's going to have to be impressive tonight because he's taken on, I would say, one of the pillars of War Wrestling, and a guy who, well, we just saw minutes ago, just pretty much kicked Jake Ely into 3 counties over. And he, oh, come on. That's disrespectful. He dropped his sunglasses?
I mean, George is not known for his catchability skills there. So.
Again, we saw the Dark Star just a couple of minutes ago. He is angry.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Dark Star.
You can kind of tell from his attire that I don't know that he's here to wrestle tonight. He's just kind of here to fight and, it would appear, like we said, kick people's teeth out of their mouth.
Hey, I mean the man is on an absolute mission right now. He just got screwed out of the heavyweight title last month by Jimmy Shane. Other than that, I mean this man's just going out here to punch people in the mouth and possibly kick them in the mouth at the same time.
Well, we saw a little bit of everything in that matchup, and I implore you to go back and watch because the ingenuity of Beastman to try to procure himself the title. He threw a ladder, he threw some chairs at it. Matt Taylor threw some kicks, but Beastman still World Wrestling Champion.
And how they got that match unfolded, absolute chaos and some confusion. And, you know, Jimmy Shane, I feel like maybe poked his nose in the business he didn't need to poke his nose in, but I get it. You know, Jimmy thinks it's his time, being the leader of the crew.
He feels like he's owed something, though. And then again, Matt Taylor told him, you have to work for things in this company. That's not how that works. But, you know, this matchup itself between Jacob Rose and Matt Taylor kind of comes to be because Jacob Rose is a guy, he refers to himself as God's gift to women in professional wrestling. But recently he said, you know, I have a problem with Matt Taylor because he's like the guys at the gym that don't put their weights back when they're done with them, and that really irritates me. And I'm going to take it out on Matt for that.
Well, Matt right now just gave Jacob Rose just a little taste.
Taylor, pretty much you put a belt out there or a championship out there, he'll win it.
Yeah.
He's done that throughout the entirety of his 20-plus year career coming out of Greater Columbus. And you know, you see Matt Taylor's name on a marquee, you know it's going to be a big-time match. You're going to get something out of it. And if you're on the other side of it, you look at your name and see him on the other side of the marquee from a wrestler standpoint, you better strap your boots up because you are going to be in for one. And Rose made a mistake, and he's about to pay for it.
You know, I was just about to say, you know, Rhodes, you know, you say when you see, you know, Matt Taylor's name up on the marquee that you know you got a match, but I'm feeling the same way about Jacob Rose here lately. You see Rose's name on that marquee, you see where he's at in the card lineup, you know you're going to get a match. You know you don't have an easy walk in the park. Because you know Jacob Rose, he's got a little bit of different antics and a different tactics on how to get there, but he's here for a fight. And you know you're in for a fight at the end of the day.
You know, I'm not sure what the emergency room doctors are like on a Sunday here in Lima, but I'm pretty sure that here before long, Jacob Rose is going to find out because Matt Taylor tried to chicken wing him, rip his arm off, and then pretty much break his shoulder in half. That's the tactician in Matt Taylor. He came right back, hit him with his shoulder on that exact same arm that he was just working on. Oh, and Taylor, how do you do?
That's that quick thinking of Matt Taylor.
Quick feet.
That's the experience of Matt Taylor.
No wasted motion. Goes directly from one thing into another.
You know that Matt is very good at staying on his opponents, keeping the pressure on. But Jacob Rose, he's gonna be a hard one to keep down. I mean, Jacob Rose has a lot of fight in him.
And I'm not really sure if there's been a guy. Ooh, hello. There's not really been many guys for me in pro wrestling that scream big-time performer, big match performer than Matt Taylor. I mean, talk about this a lot, but you think about cage matches, ladder matches, tag team matches. I mean, he was partners with a guy like Aaron Williams for a while, and about how to get that done, he called himself years ago a measuring stick, and this is a massive opportunity for Jacob Rose.
This is a big opportunity for Jacob Rose. This puts Jacob Rose right in the limelight of having a respect title shot, possibly
at least
going up against Beastman. I mean, Matt Taylor here, you know, even though he's been on his A game, Jacob Rose taking Matt Taylor down would be absolutely huge for himself here at War Wrestling.
And Rose is not happy with the official about dropping his sunglasses. Taylor on the up and over now, full of steam. Beautiful power slam. 1, 2. So Jacob Rose going to watch back and say, ref, you didn't get here quick enough.
Referee is right there.
Unless you listen to Jacob Rose tell him.
Referee George telling him to keep them fists open.
Once again, not one you want to risk a disqualification for, but I got to believe that sometimes it just feels good to punch a guy in the face.
Hey, I mean, you know, you get in there, you get a little frustrated. Like I said, the rules can be bent to a certain extent, and that's how Jacob Rose, I think that's how he lives his life in matches, you know. He knows the rules, but how can he bend them? How can he manipulate them just a little bit to benefit himself?
That has been the big thing. You go back and you think about kind of how he was brought up through War Wrestling. Think about the entourage. Once upon a time, his partner Brian Michaels, and of course the Humbler, Nick Hahn. When you think about kind of, hey, here's how you do things, kid. Yeah. It's not that many years in the business, so he's still kind of moldable, malleable, if you will, and maybe learned a couple of tricks here and there. But there's not a trick I think that Taylor hasn't been a part of writing.
I mean, Taylor's been a part of his ruse as well, with his time with Jaxon, and we know Matt Taylor. I mean, there's been times where he's had to do things that probably not everybody's happy with to get the job done.
Yeah, somewhere from a guiding light and a dark star, somewhere in between those guys, you can talk a lot about their personality, but like you said, you can't say they weren't effective, and he continues to be effective. But right now, it's the boots from Jacob Rose, and is it just me, or has he spent a lot of time jaw-jacking with the officials?
He's been jaw-jacking with that ref since before the match even started.
Taylor, high crossbody.
High crossbody.
And it might be by for Jacob Rose. It just takes one boomstick, and all of a sudden, we're looking at the lights wondering what just happened in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, catching that 3-second tan. Whoa!
This might be the beginning of the end. Taylor, never really seen a guy just be shoved down. Jacob Rose.
Oh, there it is.
Got him again with that running knee. You can see Rose's face of, where am I? And
whoa!
Something about Ushi and Garoshi right down on the back. And is that it? 1, 2? Wow.
Oh, no.
Taylor.
Koji clutch.
It's a great roll through, and that's what we talked about earlier. No wasted movement. He goes like a cat, just springs from one thing to the other. Great move by Rose, though. Not just to get out of it, but to nearly win the match.
Yes, that's a great awareness after, you're getting your choked. You're getting all your air just right out of your...
Taylor.
Oh,
that's
wow.
the start of it, that Death Valley driver. And wait a second. Jake Healy, who just not that long ago, Taylor kicked his teeth down his throat. Does it again! Fly somewhere else, little bird. And now it's the numbers again because of damn Jimmy Shane.
Oh, big spear by Jimmy Shane.
Well, Jimmy runs the other way as the official is trying to get Jake Healy out of here. It's not a great night for Jake, by the way.
No, it is not. Someone needs to really make sure.
He's going to be calling Jack Spratt on Monday. It's the roll-up. That's it. With the assist from Jimmy Shane and Jake Healy.
Jacob Rose.
Jacob Rose calling himself a winner tonight.
Jacob Rose. I don't know if he actually knows what happened
The referee's telling him, you won.
He won. That's all he cares about.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, there's right there, a little hand pump there, a little fist pump by
Just look at the two of them about what they're doing. And look, Matt got up on his feet and Jimmy abandoned the chair and took off. Like a rat running scared.
Here we are with Leela Feist. You just won. How you feeling?
I feel amazing. Tonight, everybody saw that Leela Feist is a superior wrestler when you put me up against someone who's not going to try to cheat, who's not going to try to spray sriracha in my face. But still, you guys give me this scrawny little opponent. No wonder I beat her. I still want my rematch with Paloma, and I want her to follow the rules.
You didn't enjoy that, did you? You didn't enjoy me ruining Party Mike's fun. You don't get to enjoy anything unless Jimmy Shane tells you to. You want Matt Taylor to win the Wrestling Championship? Not on my watch. You want to see Shauna Reed? I told her to stay home. You want to have a dance-off? Never again. You get what Jimmy Shane tells you you want. You want a Jimmy Shane who's not going to have fun. You want a Jimmy Shane with Shauna Reed by his side, and you want a Jimmy Shane that's going to ruin Matthew Taylor's career at every possible turn. And there's no shame in that.
March the 8th, War Wrestling back inside this building. It is going to be a powerful event on March to Glory night, but right now, it is still Love Hurts. Whereas McQueen made a big splash in War Wrestling with her trainer by her side and a former champion in Brandon Day. But she's got a monumental task tonight with a chance to win the War Wrestling Women's Championship against Shauna Reed. She's kind of been working on that, and the chance could come as early as March the 8th. If she's able to be victorious tonight against Shauna, she would become the #1 contender. But she's got something to say first.
Somebody who meant a lot to me stood up in front of all of you and poured his heart out. I want to do the same thing a little bit, but not as long. A lot of you know me as Paris McQueen. And for a lot of my life, nobody's really liked me. I've been bullied. I got a lot of energy, in case none of you have realized. And I told myself that when I graduated, nobody was ever going to bully me again. Nobody was going to make me feel like I was insignificant and nothing. And honestly, all of my fans at war, I have an apology to make to you. I'm sorry that I didn't kick that bully's ass sooner. And Shauna, I want to apologize to you because I don't want to take everything from you. I lied to you. What I want is I want that championship. Because without that championship, you don't have your friends, you don't have your boy toy Jimmy Shane, you have nothing. So Shauna Reed, get your ass out here and face me like the woman you say you are.
I dare say she's fired up, Steve.
Hey, you know, you got to be fired up. This is a big opportunity.
That is not Shauna Reed's music. That is Sebastian LeShawn. And again, that is not the War Wrestling Women's Champion. That is the former Baddies Champion. But a little bit different. You can see the kind of questionable look on the face of Paris McQueen of, wait a second here.
It's Sebastian LeShawn, the baddest witch. I don't know exactly what's happening here.
The question is why?
Hopefully we can find out here.
People are not happy about it being Sunday, I think.
No, well, I think they were looking for Shauna Reed.
Now, unfortunately for Miss Lady here, I am not Shauna Reed. But, with that being said, all hail the baddest witch, Sebastian LeShawn.
So it would appear, pretty much just trying to color the lines here, Steve, that perhaps Shauna Reed either playing some mind games or she's just not here.
Now, is this still a #1 contenders match?
Gotta believe, at least if you're Paris, after pouring your heart out, pointing that out, that even if it's not a straight up number one contender match, you still got to feel like you are a number one contender if you're able to perform well and win this match. So I think still Paris kind of in shock of that's not exactly who I expected this to be, and that kind of begs the question. Obviously, Sebastian LeShawn knew that Paris McQueen would be in the ring, but Paris didn't know Sebastian would be in the ring.
This is, I mean, but as long as she came here to fight, I don't think it matters who you, don't get me wrong, she would want Shauna Reed in front of her right now, but she's in that mindset, it doesn't matter who to put in front of me, I'm fighting.
She's got to take out a different bully. And this is it's an interesting standoff, though. Like I said, though, to me, my brain immediately begs the question of what happened to the War Wrestling Women's Champion. I know it's not optimal outside, but I would not put it past the crew and Shauna Reed for this to kind of be a test of, all right, if you want to get to me, you've got to go through everybody else.
Yeah, why beat me once to become number one contender when I should put you against a gauntlet of other people? Now get through them, and then I'll see where we're at down the road.
Well, and remember, because Paris gave Shauna her first pinfall loss in more than 2 years here in War. So she's a very capable young lady in less than a year here in War, less than a couple of years as a professional wrestler, but you get that stamp of approval from a guy like Brandon Day, you're doing pretty well, and we've seen glimpses of it, and this feels like that match, if you put it all together against someone who is as crafty as Sebastian LeShawn, you've got a chance to really up your value.
Quick arm drags.
Speaking of unorthodox, McQueen now. Oof. Hip attack and then just a little extra on it.
Sebastian is not happy about that.
Sebastian now angry, and fighting angry doesn't always work. Side rush and leg sweep. Once upon a time, that used to put people down. Getting dropped. Look again. Look at the anger.
I just don't think people give it the good snap that it deserves.
I'm curious to see how. Oh, ragdolled. I was going to say, I'm curious to see how Sebastian sort of reacts to this, because she feels it's her house, the baddest witch in the ring, and fighting angry isn't always the best thing.
No, it is not. Oh, wow, look at this.
Look at the angle on the back, though, too.
Oh.
This cinched in.
She gets that other arm up. This could be done with.
It's the other part of that. Look at the torque of Paris McQueen's body.
Yeah, it's got her bent just far back enough. That arm wrapped around the neck.
Punch right in the back of the head. That's the worst part about your opponent choking you out and then just repeatedly striking you with their forearm in the back of your medulla oblongata.
Right across that lower part of that neck. Oh, big forearm.
Paris able to fight.
Oh!
I don't know if that was intended, but give it a 7 on the effectiveness scale.
Big clothesline.
Paris now, and
Sebastian trying to call a timeout here.
I don't believe she has any left. Tried to lull Paris in. Paris now looking to lock in the tarantula.
And she's got it.
There it goes. Why is this clown back out here again? What is happening?
Jake Ely does represent Shauna Reed.
Where is Matt Taylor right now? Quick go behind. Sebastian, though, in charge. Oh! The elbow to the face didn't go where it was intended. But again, multiple super kicks. Jake might not know what he's doing at this point.
Look, I think he did. I think he thinks. Oh!
Paris with the neck breaker. Sebastian, Dream Street, counted.
Oh my God! Did anybody see how she
this
hit
match
on that neck breaker?
Bones, as I understand, are not meant to be manipulated like that.
Yeah, bones are not meant to be bent like that. That was absolutely nasty.
So another failure for Jake Ely and a victory for Paris McQueen. Now, again, got to be high on that list. Heading towards the showdown with the War Women's Champion Shauna Reed.
Put a little bit of pat back in her step with that win. I don't even think Jake Ely realized who he hit. And no, with all these mistakes that Jake Ely's made just tonight alone, like where does that sit him with the crew?
I gotta imagine it's lucky for him the wise guys aren't here. Sebastian LeShawn being carried to the back by the official. There's always firsts in World Wrestling. That's a pretty good tantrum.
Oh, this fan does not appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Elm, hometown crowd, man. How we feeling?
I'm feeling electric. Lima, you showed out, you came out and gave me all the energy you needed. Jake Ely was a tough opponent, very tough opponent. And with Jimmy Shane coming out there, I had a lot on my plate. But I survived. I got through the trials and tribulations, and I took home the dub. 2 in a row. First against Zeke Mercer, and now against Jake Ely. I'm doing pretty good. But I don't want to rest on my laurels. I know that there's a lot ahead of me, and I hope to come back and prove you all very proud again very soon. Austin Elm, signing out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Paris McQueen. Paris, Shauna obviously not here today. How you feeling?
I feel like Shauna made an excuse to not be here. She's afraid of me. She doesn't want to lose that title, does she?
I can't speak for that.
Fine. Well, Shauna, if you don't want to lose that title, that's fine. But that's not how a champion works. How a champion works is a champion faces whoever she's supposed to that night and doesn't make excuses to not be there. So you take me kicking Sebastian's butt tonight as a warning to you that I'm going to be watching you like a hawk, that I'm going to be thinking about you, and you better look around every corner because I will be there waiting for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sebastian LeShawn.
Oh, not this guy again. I really wish that when his whistle was broken earlier, it would have stayed that way.
Well, I mean, if he's a good coach, he's got multiples of like one whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the War Respect Championship. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Coach Cat. From Powell, Ohio, the War Respect Champion, Brandon Fields.
Chapter 22, day number 1 in January. Brandon Fields, the 12-year pro, became the new War Wrestling Respect Champion, dethroned 371 days of championships held by Apollo Starr.
At this time, I need all of you inbred crack babies to stand up and give your full attention to the greatness that stands before you. I need all you Lima losers
think calling people inbred was very nice.
And crack
Now listen up. I showed up tonight for my very first respect title defense against Ryan Michaels. But I've heard, it's been told to me that apparently he can't drive in the snow very well, and Ryan Michaels' car is in a ditch somewhere with him in it.
It doesn't exactly feel respectful.
Means no Ryan Michaels tonight, no respect title championship match tonight.
Hey, look how that worked out.
But here's the good news. Here's the good news. I showed up, which means I get paid, and I guess it's just a bye week.
I think that's a forfeit victory.
Somebody please stop these two.
We just found out that someone was backstage.
Apparently his
is ready to
assistant can't
step
drive
in
either. Apparently.
For Ryan Michaels.
Wait a second.
From Alpha, Sigma. Keep chillin', Jacob.
So just when you think that you can make some jokes and head out the door, Casey Jacobs shows up. He'll bring the party to you, Venezuela's and all. He's going to keep on chilling and try, I would imagine, to take the respect title from Brandon Fields.
Casey Jacobs, one half of Alpha Sigma,
the current Pro Wrestling Revolver Tag Team Champions. But it kind of makes you wonder, we see him a lot as a tag team, what exactly happens when he's in here by himself with a guy, a professional like Brandon Fields?
Oh,
wait a second. I thought he wasn't here. He is here. Steve, Ryan Michaels is here. He was supposed to have a match. Casey Jacobs is here. Ripper's here. Does this mean triple threat?
I don't know, we'll see. He brung out Ripper Blackheart. I wasn't even ready. I usually have a list of nicknames. I got a whole list of accolades.
And we're not about unbooking people at War Wrestling, so I guess we got a triple threat match for the Respect Championship!
I don't know that Ripper Blackheart has ever been cheered that loudly in this building.
No. Well, the classically trained he is him, and him is he. The one and only Ryan Michaels.
Coach is trying to argue no. I'm not really sure at which part of this he's trying to argue no to. All of it?
I have no idea.
Is this a triple threat?
Well, Brandon Fields' chances of holding on to this title has just dropped dramatically with Ryan Michaels, who he thought was in a ditch. We all thought his assistant can't drive either.
Hold on. Is he using Steiner math to figure out if he can win?
Hey, you do Steiner math and it checks out that he was completely right. Brandon Fields with a quick eye poke right to Casey Jacobs.
It's one way to take a guy out of a match, blind him. I don't know if optometrists work on Sundays in this town. It's the apparent man.
Now you have to give it up. Brandon Fields has worked extremely hard to get to where he's at.
Beautiful back body drop by Michaels.
The physique looks great.
Pink is on point.
Oh, that Frankensteiner though.
He caught enough of it.
He caught all of it. He was really in there. There's Casey Jacobs.
Michaels, I don't know who you would have as the favorite in this match, honestly.
Right now,
these
oh,
guys
Jesus.
Go. Tried to pretty much drop KC like he was a car crash.
One in and one right back out he goes.
Bye, Brandon. Michaels now just teeing off.
You know, we saw a little bit of a different.
Spinebuster.
Spinebuster.
That's a new champion.
Oh.
Fields protecting his own chance of winning and keeping his title.
Hey, he does not have to be pinned to lose his title. So, I mean, him kind of being on the outside, being aware of where he was at. Oh.
Michaels preening a little bit too much and paid for it. Or maybe he didn't. Looking for the sharpshooter.
I mean, he can't win it. He can't win. Oh.
The first string, remember, triple threat rules, or lack of rules, I guess, at this point. Knowledge is power, I'm told, but just the stomps from the first stringers.
You know, they can't forget that there's a guy named Casey Jacobs.
I think Jacobs is looking for reservations for a flight. Jacobs now with a full head of steam, up and down. Took out the entire first string.
Now Casey Jacobs is off. Oh!
Unfortunately for him, he forgot about the #1 draft pick. Oh, coach now with... Someone stop him. He had a whistle and a vuvuzela. And he just threw one of them down in disgust. You know, these guys are really party poopers.
Oh, there's a beautiful jawbreaker by Casey Jacobs. Oh, drops it. Forehead right down onto the knee.
Yeah, and Alpha Sig has made quite a name for themselves, not only in the Midwest, and down he goes, but here in War Wrestling specifically.
I will say I got to have the privilege of reffing Alpha Sig when they were still really wet behind the ears. And believe me, it has been a treat watching these young gentlemen grow into what they've grown into.
Yeah, Casey Jacobs and Brett Oakley, the tag team champions in Pro Wrestling Revolver. You look at the guys who have held those titles. I mean, that's, you know, it's a who's who. So if you hold those titles, you are the who of the who.
Yes, sir.
Now, Jacobs taking his time at coach.
And the coach up there. Oh!
Remember,
there are no
rules. Coach, I didn't do anything. Get it right in front of the official. No, and he can't do anything about it.
As a referee, this is just one of those matches where you just got to make sure you stay in, you know, be there for the 3 count.
Oh my God. Lariato. 1, 2, good night.
Oh, and first string.
The 4
Ladies and
on
gentlemen, the winner
1-on-1.
is still War Respect Champion.
That's just a straight out travesty.
Fields.
Fields said if I don't have the night off, I'm going to make damn sure I walk out of here with my championship.
You know, we thought, right when this match started, we thought Fields' chances went way down.
He got to 133 and a third.
He had 133 and a third percent chance.
Apparently he used Steiner math.
He used Steiner math.
Again, 4 on 1-on-1.
I mean,
I don't know what.
I mean, we sit up here and we dog the coach, but he absolutely outsmarted the situation by having the first stringers come in and keep one of the guys at bay to turn it into a 1-on-1 basic.
Or a 2-on-1, because he knocked Casey Jacobs off the ropes. A 1.5-on-1, really, the coach. But still, the Respect Champion, which had absolutely none of it in that match, into Braden Fields.
I mean, we honestly you have to be honest here. If first string would have not come out and interfered, Ryan Michaels was in full control of this 3-way. He had Brandon Fields completely flustered, and he had Casey Jacobs about to take that 3-second tan.
2025 seems to be the year of the Rose because I am undefeated in this month. This month I beat Matthew Taylor, and I beat him all by myself with no help. That's because I am the best to step foot in this ring. I am God's gift to women, God's gift to wrestling, and God's gift to war. Sheesh. It's Casey Jacobs, and I'm chilling on the campus of War. And if there's ever an open seat, I'm signing up for that class, and I'm chasing gold. Alpha Sig will take over.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Ryan Michaels. Ryan, obviously, what happened out there?
What do you mean what happened? It was very obvious. Look, do I fault Brandon Fields' goon squad for doing what they do? No. I know all about gang rules. No one did it better than the Entourage, and I did it for 2 years. However, what the issue now is that you cost me the War Respect Championship. Second stringers, you're not going to have to look too hard for me next month, because I'm going to come looking for you, and we'll take care of this. And Brandon Fields, let's just make this real clear. I hear you sitting there saying that people are afraid of you and what you're going to bring to the War Respect Championship. Here's a skinny, son. I don't sweat you. I am not afraid. But when I come hunting for you and get my hands on you and your boys, you'll be afraid.
Here we go. A 9-year pro in a whole lot of dude, and Crash Jaxon on his way. Says he feels like he should be at least a contender for the War Wrestling Championship. He's got another guy next to him who has been War Wrestling Champion, been there, done that. He's won everything this promotion has had to offer in Appollo Starr, in the pride of Back High School in Lima, Ohio, in Will of Thrill.
From the
Listen, you talk about Appollo, he's won the War Heavyweight title, the Respect title, Tag Team War Hall of Famer. You can't put past the pride of Lima. This man has held on to those tag belts for quite some time here in War Wrestling. Before, as you pointed out earlier, everybody betrayed him, then betrayed him again, betrayed him again.
Crash Jaxon!
I mean, Crash Jaxon, kind of the wild card in this group of what it means. A power lifter, Pro Wrestling Revolver Remix champion, which, by the way, he just won 2 weeks ago. And the guy who held it before him, not the guy he took it from, just happens to be, what's his name? Oh, yeah, Jake something. That's a pretty damn good lineage of a championship, and proving what Crash has become since he's gotten here to War and how he's branched out. But tonight, it is going to be an all-out war here in the main event of Love Hurts.
I mean, if there wasn't a lot of tomfoolery going on, right now you would have been seeing Crash Jaxon standing in that ring, War Heavyweight Champion right now.
King Kong Husk.
The unlikely trio of a Beastman, Alex Lynch, and Kronos, and of course led by that Jezebel Jesse Black.
The Wikked is, they have a multiple variations of talent that can come at you.
Kind of similar to Gimmicks Inc. You never really know who you're going to get.
Yeah, you don't know who you're going to get. You know, you got Kronos, who somehow, someway teams so well with Amos. You have Zodi, who teams really well with Amos and Kronos. Beastman, you have everything that just comes at you in a group, and it's like, what do? You assemble 3 of the best of War can offer you to try to take this group down.
And if Amos isn't available because, well, to be honest with you, nobody really knows what happened to him tonight. He's been kind of on an interesting path. As I mentioned about a handful of guys earlier, the last 6 months here at War, but you bring in the enforcer for Jexy Black and Alex Lynch, and he's a monster by himself. I mean, he's in there with 2 legit monsters as his teammates, and as you remarked when we saw Kronos earlier, without that hood tonight, so he is quite literally unchained from the beginning.
Yeah, he's off the hook as we started here. He's not had that mask, the hood on all night. We have no idea.
Husk. Look at the trio in the ring. Question is, how do you just blunt force approach it? How do you start this match, I guess? This just feels like chaos. It might be caged for right now, but I don't know that there is a way that you can cage these 6.
Well, you can tell right now, Jaxon's crew has no idea how they want to get started with all of this.
I don't know, but it would appear that Beastman is the intellectual superior right now.
That's a little hard to believe.
Well, Husk. Apparently he speaks Kronos' language.
I think Kronos just understood it's just pundle. And Kronos is like, yeah, we're going to throw some. That's what we're doing. That's
what he heard was violence.
We know for a fact right now that if you get an aggravated Beastman, there is not anyone safe in the arena.
Beastman now, for the second time, is explaining the concept of Husk. And everybody on 3 get into the ring. Nope, that's not going to work. Unless the strategy is to just irritate the 3 guys in the ring, then it's working perfectly.
Crash Jaxon definitely isn't going to back down. I mean, he went toe-to-toe with the heavyweight champion, and he didn't bat an eye. He didn't show that 1 ounce of scaredness when he was up against Beastman.
The third time. Oh, poor Alex Lynch. What happened here, guy?
What happened, guy? Oh, then he catches a right.
Got jaw-jacked by Apollo Starr. Left hand to the
throwing
face.
that orthodox left.
The crash is yours. It's going to feel like a crash there.
Oh, God. I mean, that's got to feel like a Mack truck just absolutely pulverizing your chest.
Kronos now said, that's fine. All right, let's go. Let's leave him in there so we can get in one at a time. Apollo Starr said, grab a hold, kid. I guess that's the beginning of this match. So Apollo Starr, I've used this a couple of times, but it describes him the only way I know how. Unorthodox in every single way, but beyond effective. Pick up a championship in the Midwest and tell me when you read the lineage it does not say Apollo Starr, and I will call you a liar.
Apollo, you know, he has some way, somehow, to finding a way to keep you down, to find a way to slip a strike in. I mean, he is a ring technician, man, and that's one thing, you know, he doesn't have to move. He can speed the match up. He can slow the match down. He wants to wrestle at his pace. But right now, I just don't think Big Kronos is ready to slow her down a little bit.
Oh,
as you can tell right there, that's just some 2 giant meat hooks slamming into you. Big elbow right to that chest.
You know, a normal person, that move isn't as effective, but a mammoth gentleman landing on you. And I use that because if I don't call him something nice, he'll come after me. But how about the previous sequence, by the way? Because Beastman had walked to the opposite corner from where Alex Lynch is currently situated. The official told him, excuse me, giant man, gentleman, Mr. Stone Age Savage, please go back over there to your own corner. That's the corner that Apollo Starr is currently being buried under.
Like I said, Beastman, he's just out here to fight. He's not aggravated yet. He's not really, truly trying to eat a child or anything of that nature.
No, he beat up catering backstage.
Is that why I didn't get one of those salami sandwiches?
I went by the table earlier and it was destroyed. It said Beastman was here. It was just crudely Husk was written on the wall. Mustard.
Oh!
You know you throw a powerful clothesline, by the way. Alex had to throw one with a complete, but Beastman just sort of
put the arm
stuffed that club out, and Apollo got run over by it.
It's like hitting a brick wall, I'm telling you.
I call Beastman the Stone Age Scholar because it looks like he's always over there planning.
There's probably a lot more going on in that head than we know. Oh, big suplex.
I don't think that's going to be enough, though, on Apollo Starr. Beastman, was that...
He was going back to his Planet Husk days, it looked like a little bit there.
You know, there was a lot of dancing in Deepest Darkness, West Virginia. Maybe the lights are out there, so it makes it a lot easier. But think about the other side. I mean, Will's been over there. Crash has been over there for quite a while. Apollo has been in the entirety of this match since the bell rang.
Just getting absolutely squashed, pundled, slammed, all that weight. I'm pretty sure he'd probably need a... Oh, big German.
1, 2, and, you know, a little deeper with Alex Lynch, too. I was talking to him earlier, and he said, make sure you talk about how great my hometown of Boston, Massachusetts is, because I absolutely abhor the Midwest. Well, who's more Midwest than the guy that just insecured him in Apollo Starr out of Indianapolis?
Oh, tag to Will the Thrill.
Speaking of, here's more Midwest. Straight Lima right hands, hit him with the entire 419.
Throwing those left hands.
And Will
throwing that big right elbow.
As much as he just kind of jumped into him and a kick to the midsection. They step up. What's he going to follow with? On his way, Sling Blade for good measure.
Yeah, Sling Blade.
Taking on the big bad werewolf. The former power lifter in Lynch now. Down.
Oh!
Half drop kick, half stomp. 100% effective. 1, 2. Just the shoulder out at 2.8. You know, I know that there's a whole lot of dude on the corner there, but Alex Lynch, you make the same case. And, well, pretty much everybody in this match. As Will just...
Oh,
My
Jesus.
goodness.
That's, as you can tell now, there isn't a smile on the man's face. There wasn't anything. That was pure aggravation. Just, I'm tired of the bull crap.
What is that? That was just, he was just annoyed. And look,
Oh!
Will got ragdolled out. He's getting ragdolled back in.
But that's what Jexy's crew does.
Now the enforcer of the group looking for a pin. And, you know, I feel like that's high praise when you consider the group that he's the enforcer of.
You know, you think about everyone that she has in this group. Oh, big Noriagi right there.
That might be it for Will. Somehow found it out on South Cable Avenue.
But everybody plays a part.
Oh no, here comes the War Wrestling Champion. 259 days since he beat Brandon Day. Successful defenses, well, he's got them. Xavier Walker, Matt Taylor in that TLC, and of course, back in November, he just destroyed Will, but remember, he beat Crash Jaxon in November.
Yes, he did. As I was saying, if the tomfoolery and the things that happened during that match would have not happened, you would have been looking at Crash Jaxon as your new War Heavyweight Champion.
Good night. Will the Thrill getting the chance here in Lima. Earlier, without his tag team partner in Cassius Starr, made some bold declarations. This match kind of came to be out of that. And right now he's wondering, can I get some help?
Oh, big Insaguri, but
just angered the Beast Man.
Oh, God.
There was a stark weight difference between these two.
I think that's very noticeable.
Beast Man looking at Will like he's a shrimp cocktail. Just choking him out in the corner. I did admire his counting earlier. I wonder if the referee has to count to him that way. Boy, that is Steve!
No!
Good night, nurse.
You even knew that it was bad when you're part. Oh! He just grabbed him by his wrist and threw a grown man in the air like that.
Then slam dunked him. Beastman going for a Boston Crab.
More wall style up in the air, all that pressure. More on the neck and shoulders here.
I gotta be honest with you. I didn't have on my bingo card Beastman the submission wrestler. I don't even know if he's really just trying to go for a submission or he's just trying to break Will in half.
Apollo with a drop kick.
Effective. Beastman kind of wondered, what just happened?
Drop kicked him right in the back of the head a little bit.
Kronos
There's a tag.
keeps Crash Jaxon out of the match. That goes back to smart tag team wrestler.
Yes.
Beastman stays in control and just takes
Jesus.
out Will like he's the trash on a Sunday night.
Oh, now you're tagging in the other hunk of meat.
Remember when the monster tagged the other monster?
You remember usually when you send another monster to fight another monster?
Will's
they're
gotta
not,
feel like he's
they're
in a
not
horror
usually a
movie.
tag team together.
Yeah, it's like Jason versus Freddy, but they both came. Both came after you at the same time. That did a little bit of damage, I think, to Mr. Kronos. Will, he needs this tag and so desperately. Gonna get to the corner. Here comes Crash. Now the full S Demon tag on the other side. And speaking of getting tagged, Alex Lynch, down he goes. Shipped him up to Boston.
Big headbutt. Ripcord clothesline.
I don't know that a clothesline or a brutalization. Now facing off with the War Wrestling Champion.
I told you this is unfinished business for Crash.
Not many guys walk up to Beastman like that, just clubbed in the back of the head. But not many guys also almost look at Beastman in the eye or have the nerve to be able to do it.
What Crash didn't see there was Kronos got up from that corner and just sucker punched Crash Jaxon right in the jaw.
Just got again tossed out. He went after Beastman. Now Beastman in the corner. He again just ragdolled him. That's the power of the War Wrestling Champion. Now everybody catching these hands.
And now Jaxie's in the ring.
What the hell? This is not going to end well for her. I think she's about to find out what it's like to lead her own army. Kronos. It's a meeting of 4 different minds, and Beastman now. Hey guys, wait a second.
I think Jaxie and Alex got the worst of that. We'll try to.
Beastman, he hit the highway to go check on Jaxie.
No, I think he's. I think he's going to go
try to eat Will.
I think he's going to say. I think he's going to go try to put Will in the grill.
Will with a beautiful reversal, though. Honestly, I don't even remember who's legal at this point.
It is Crash Jaxon and Alex.
That whole thing just broke down.
Are the 2 legal men.
Oh, Apollo, he's feeling it. And the neck breaker. Crash Jaxon teed off. Well, he was. Until he got windpiped. Kronos now tried to sneak up on Apollo Starr, and he said, I'm not that guy. I think even the officials trying to keep control of everything. That stopped a long time ago.
Jesus!
Massive clothesline. Will, Kronos pump kicked him in the face. Now up and all the way around.
DDT'd him.
Here comes the champ. He is Husk. Swing and a miss on Will, a super kick.
Super kick.
Right into the mouth. He's looking for the Dudley Cutter is what he calls it. On the miss, black hole slam.
Oh my Lord.
Good night, William. That might be his obituary, to be honest with you. William the Thrill rests here. So Beastman and Crash. Crash pointed right to the World Wrestling Championship. Beastman said, I don't care, let's fight. I don't think it takes very much to get Beastman motivated to fight you.
Jesus.
What is happening? The referee just threw out the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee has thrown this bout out
This
It
match
is a
should
no
have had 6
contest.
referees.
No contest.
So the main event quite literally showcases that love hurts. The Ripper is calling for extra help, and the locker room now is emptied. The referee crew, the security crew.
Everyone's here to try to break it up. Oh, God, Jacob Rose. Oh, God, he just got ear-holed.
Twice. Now watch out, Ryan. So we can please protect the cameraman, or at least the equipment. You can have the cameraman protect the equipment.
Exactly.
This is just... This isn't even a Pier 6 brawl, it's about 6 of them. Just all hell has broken loose.
All hell is breaking loose here at Love Hurts.
Well, the Thrill took a shortcut through the ring. Now, I think it's Alex Lynch, and he's trying to choke out. Apollo's
on the run.
Kalam was chasing him.
Oh my God, Beastman is
Wait,
punching
what the
him.
hell?
He's beating up everyone with a guardrail.
He's beating the security. There's 6 guys trying to push him back.
What is happening?
And look at the corner right now, though. The Jezebel that started this whole thing, Jaxie Black, what she says is her World Wrestling Championship, is protecting with her life. What is...
Brandon Fields just caught him. He just caught him stiff right. Beastman fighting his all as his way back.
Will just jumped over 6 guys off the stairs.
Brandon Fields just caught a stiff right in the mouth by Beastman.
Someone should probably call the Allen County Sheriff's
He's
Department.
throwing chairs.
Party Mike is not having a good time right now. Beastman just unleashed a set of chairs at him. And 7 guys now are holding on to the same chair that Beastman is.
Oh, Crash Jaxon is loose. He's coming around the other way. Get out of the way, Ripper. Ripper, get out of the way.
Crash with a chair.
No.
Right into Beastman. It didn't even phase him. And here comes everybody again, and here we go.
Oh, Cronus is on the loose. He broke loose.
Jaxie might want to leave. I think at this point you just call it a day.
Oh, Cronus found Apollo Starr. As one of the first stringers is trying to hold Cronus back.
Will's over there defending with a chair.
Jaxie!
Beastman is in the crowd.
He stole a chair from the crowd. And it's not a folding chair, by the way.
What is happening?
Beastman. The security took the chair away from him. But here comes Crash. Ripper's saying a bunch of stuff nobody understands. Here's Brandon Fields. There's Coach. Why can't somebody catch that guy with a punch?
Beastman right here below us. Grabbing more chairs.
Great job, security, to keep him away. Don't let him come up the stairs.
Here comes all the kids. He's coming up
No,
here.
he's not coming
He's
up the
coming
stairs.
Up here. He's coming.
No, thank you.
He's on his way up.
Why?
He's
No.
on his way up.
No, please keep Beastman downstairs. Thank you.
He's on his way up.
What'd you do, Steve?
What did you do? This is all your fault.
No, thank you. Jaxie is on the bottom side with
Jaxie, you get him under control.
Please.
Jaxie, you get your man under control.
All security upstairs right now, please. I'm just going to hide over here behind you. But Crash Jaxon is pointing. Who gave her a microphone?
Alex is still over there trying to get a peek. Apollo is still over. Look.
This is what you wanted, Crash. But too bad, because you're not getting it.
Apollo's being held back by a mime.
go.
He probably put him in a box. That's how you stop Apollo. Put him in one of those boxes. But again, to steal a punt, the war between Crash Jaxon and Beastman might not be over. Ripper's trying to be the voice of reason. This one lady down here is adamant to let him fight.
This one lady had to throw her, I think had to get her kid out of here. Finally slowly getting this under control.
I would like to thank everybody who braved the weather and came out tonight. I hope we delivered. Please come back next month.
Today's lesson is love hurts, but so do fists and chairs.
You see who's standing tall in the middle at the end of the night.
Crash Jaxon. Oh, here comes Beastman again.
Beastman, just straight up chaos on the road to March the 8th, March to Glory.
This is only the beginning. Beastman, I've got your number, pal. I don't care what Jaxie says or what kind of tricks she's got up her sleeves. By the end of this year, I will be the World Heavyweight Champion.
And that's a fact, baby. Yeah.
We'll find out if it's Crash Jaxon who marches to the glory of the War Wrestling Championship. For Coach Steve, I'm Michael McCormick. Have a great night. Be safe from all of us here at War Wrestling.
See you March 8th.